echoes in the wind. Every yard we claim, we play to win. They said we were done, they said we were through, but we bleed that blue, and we always knew. Stars over Texas, burning bright. Cowboys rising in the dead of night. Victory's ours, hear the thunder roll. We're the heart of the South, and we're taking control. Dak leads a charge with fire in his soul. CD breaks loose, unstoppable goal. Irvin's ghost in the huddle, Emmitt stride in our veins. We carry their glory through blood and pain. Let 'em talk, let 'em doubt. We'll silence every rival with a knockout shout. One team, one dream, we ride together into the light. Stars over Texas, burning bright. Cowboys rising in the dead of night. Victory's ours, hear the thunder roll. We're the soul of the game, and we're taking control. Yeah, we're taking control. Cowboys forever, bold and whole. Let the stars over Texas shine gold.
And the money.
Let's do it. The Athletic has their top rankings of the top NFL free agents. They ranked 150 of them,
Well,
which is a significant amount. And most of these articles will say, here's the top 100 free agents, and here's their best fit. Here's who we project that they're going to sign with. And that's been good. But the Athletic doesn't go that direction. Instead, the Athletic gives us something maybe more valuable to kick around and discuss. How much money they project each one of these free agents will get on their contract. And so this will give us a chance to actually just look at, would you do this? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Would you take this deal?
So should we kind of do a Kevin Hagelin lump sum to have more fun with it and say, all right, this is what we have to spend? Like, give me a number that we've kind of attached to the Cowboys after some common sense moves.
Yeah, I would say...
Is it 70?
No. It obviously varies based on the amount that's guaranteed and the amount that you give in a signing bonus with their first year cap number is. So I'm going to say that take whatever their average annual value is and call their cap number half of that for the first year, just as a general exercise. Some of them will be more, some of them will be less.
Okay.
We'll just call it half, and we'll say, what, you want to give them $50 million to spend?
it's a good round number.
Okay. I like it a little more. But
You said 70 initially? You want to call it 60? We'll just meet in the middle.
Let's do
$60 million.
60.
Okay,
All
$60
right,
million.
Diamond Rio, right?
Yeah, exactly. Diamond Rio. Okay, first deal here. Trey Hendrickson.
What?
3 years, $99 million. So that'd be a first-year cap hit of $16 million.
16 mil.
Okay. I'm going to listen to these and then make my decision.
You don't want to give up $16 million right like that?
I know Broadus is listening, and he's going to be texting me about Trey Hendrickson's medicals, saying you better do your homework. Better do your homework on that. But Trey Hendrickson is someone that I would rather just go ahead and sign versus giving up the draft assets for Crosby.
Million.
Are these
basically a 2
so?
year
When you
deal.
talk about the medicals,
16 million cap hit
like,
year one.
are we talking about? Because I mean, he plays. I mean, only way he played 7 games. He's played basically every game the last several years until this
And
year.
we'll get to him.
So
we'll
how
get
do you
to exactly
Well, I mean, he
what
missed
he's doing.
basically the
Most
first
recent.
He missed like the first 3 years of his career. Then he got hurt again recently, and he's in his 30s when guys tend to get hurt. That is a question.
2020 until this past year, so
Yeah.
he played.
So Trey
basically
Hendrickson
every
would be
game.
16 million, and you're probably locked into it for 2 years and 66.
And Brian Broadus, you can correct me if I'm wrong, which you won't be able to. He's not talking about like Trey's injury history. I think he's specifically talking about this core muscle injury.
Yeah.
That he,
All right, we'll leave it there. Listen. Good afternoon, everybody. Game time, Brian here in a snowed-in game time. I am very, very sore. I've been out since, I don't know, I think I actually went out to start shoveling the 16 inches or 17 inches of snow that we have outside. And then my two boys finally came out. It's been a while. I've been out there for a few hours. So I came in, took a hot shower, and passed out. Woke up, ate lunch, and now I figured let's do a live stream. I am going in my jacuzzi when I'm done because my muscles are sore. But this seems to be a hot topic. Ultra sent me a text message. Him and Joe DeMasi, who's in the Zoom link. So I did a little homework on it, and it's a Dallas Cowboy type of move. Now before we get into Javonte, and I do want to show Javonte his love, and Momo's in the chat. So, Momo will tell you why he thinks he's wrong. But listen, this is what makes everybody have an opinion. But we'll leave Javonte on the sideline for a second. Trey Hendrickson, he had that core muscle injury. It's what we call a sports hernia. Sports hernias, like as long as they're repaired, then you normally should come back okay. What I like about the Trey Hendrickson, there's a plus and a minus. The plus is you don't have to give up nothing except money. And if you're telling me the first year cap hit is $16 million, all he does is produce sacks. What Dallas Cowboy needs is a guy on third down to get to the quarterback. He's not horrible against the run if he's healthy. Now, I'm not saying unload and if it's a bidding war, but the more you hear and the more you listen to Bobby Belt, to Ultra's Point, and others people, he keeps pushing Trey Hendrickson. I would say if Trey Hendrickson truly does want to go for the money, he should go down 95 to Washington, Momo, and we'll get, we'll start there. So good afternoon. We got Joe. What's up, Joe? How you doing, brother?
Doing good. How are you, Brian?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little weary, but I'm all right, man. I got what we call I'm getting paid. I forget a term that they use, but basically the government's paying me to say, stay home. We can't function. The post office is shut down, at least where we're at. Momo, how you doing? What's going on, brother?
I'm well.
So what did you thought about Trey Hendrickson? Would you, as a Commando fan, be interested in bringing him in? What's up, Rolo? Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Rolo.
I don't know. He will have to be a part-time because he will only have to be on specialty down. So I don't know if they want that type of player.
Well,
He's every down, Momo. He's a good edge.
Well,
No,
Momo,
but
he
to
doesn't
say
miss games, Barry. I mean, he's played almost every game in most of his
I know,
career,
but-
just until last couple years, right?
Yeah, we went down this road last year getting an older player. We need younger
But
players.
he's 29. I mean, he's in his prime. He's not as old as Vaughn was. You know what I mean?
I mean, here's my thing, Momo. Dallas needs every damn pick. Now, we could talk about, I know Lloyd, he might join us.
Yeah.
Dallas needs every real pick that that they can get their hands on, right? I would be kind of in on Trey and telling, and I don't see Max going anywhere. I just don't.
Me neither.
I don't see
think
Max
he's gonna
leaving
stay in
Vegas.
Yeah.
It's something I would look into, Momo. He would add.
Right, yeah. I don't know. It might be a bidding war for teams.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You very
That
well
might
be right,
because I
but
think he's the
That's where
probably the
you
best
get
edge on the
into,
market.
Joe. You get into the 3-year, $99 million, right? Basically, and we'll break down the Javonte the contract, but basically, it's a 2-year deal, and you spread the money out. But again, if he's productive, you have him under contract. At some point, Momo, you can't avoid these type of contracts. You just can't go play in the NFL and be successful and worry about dead money, right, or something. I know you don't want dead money, but we saw winning teams have a shit ton of dead money. So you kind of have to stop worrying about every little thing, right? That would be a move that the more I'm hearing what we could do with 20, we'll talk about
Trade
that
down.
later.
Trade down. I'm captain trade down, Brian, because I want Jacob Rodriguez out of Texas Tech.
How about this?
Yeah.
How about this? How about you trade 20 to Miami for Fitzpatrick and you get a second and a third? To Lloyd's point, but I brought it up last week, and people go, you won't get that. Oh, you'll get that. You're paying the player. You're re-signing the player, or he has a high deal that you're going to want to re-sign him, and you're giving them 20, and you'll get a second and a third. I mean, what do you think about that?
Exactly. That'd be perfect.
You know what
Get
I'm
our
saying?
second and third back. Yeah.
Hey, here's my problem with we got proskinators, we got YouTubers, content creators, to breaking down contracts, breaking out this, what's expected.
That's what we do, Mama.
Yeah, and
What are we
stuff like
supposed
that.
to,
I
what are we
get all
supposed to
that.
do right now? Mo? There's no football.
Okay, here's the thing.
Go to the combine, right, Mobo?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Well, first of all, speaking of the combine, ain't most of the top 15 players ain't coming to the combine. They refuse because they don't want their draft stock to go down. So
Well,
they
they're
ain't coming
going.
to
They
the
just
combine.
ain't doing shit.
They ain't gonna do it. They
They
ain't
ain't
coming.
gonna perform on the field.
Yeah, they're not coming to the combine. You know that.
Yeah.
And here's the most important part I can tell you about contracts. There's going to be a time where there's going to be an open market for players where there will be that salary cap going to be so high to the point where it won't be no salary cap. It'll be so similar what the NBA does.
What's up, Wade?
The way chilling, ain't he?
What up?
He's eating.
Oh, he
Needing some chicken.
Okay, what's up, Wade?
I made some chicken for Javonte Williams. Hell, yeah.
Hey. I just say I'm down with the players.
What's that? Rural Farms? What do you got? What are you eating?
I made some chicken at the house.
I thought
Okay.
chicken was good.
No Rofo.
Rural Farms is horrible.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's awful.
I just figured he was a rural. I don't even think they have rural farms down south.
No, we have it. We have it here. They move all the rural
In
farms
Texas,
down
they
south.
have it. You're not in Texas. You're in North Carolina. So
Yeah, that's the South.
I don't know if
but I don't know
I've
about-
ever seen that here.
Yeah. I know they have it where you're at. So what would you call a Texas? Southwest, maybe, I guess. Hey, Jay Smooth, what's up, brother?
Oh, by the way, I am
Central,
going to
South
Texas.
Central, maybe.
I'm going to Texas eating the Philly game. I ain't going to the game. I'm not going to the game. I'm going because they all want to come down there to tailgate. So I'll come down there to tailgate.
Yeah, Ultra. All I was saying was he's going to count $74 million against the cap, so they'll do something with that contract.
That talking about that.
Yeah.
So you think gonna drop to 30?
I'm not sure. In the
I
30s,
think
it'll
they'll
drop
I
into
think
the
they'll
30s.
extend it. They'll extend it
Yeah,
out,
it's-
I think,
yeah,
too. Yeah.
That doesn't mean Dax is staying any longer. They just mean that they're
Right.
going to stretch out the
They're
money.
just
The
saving
money
money,
they owe.
yeah.
Look at Jalen Hurts. They owe Jalen $100 and some million in 20, or I think nine. I have to look. It's close to $100 million cap hit in 2029. Just 1 year.
Yeah, I know they've probably pushed that back.
Javonte contract.
That's just a matter of bookkeeping.
Take a friendly deal because I think the second contract is your money contract. You could say the taxes in Texas. You
Put
could
some
talk
tiger
about how
sauce
much
on
he
that
loved
chicken.
and all this. You
But
want to get
Momo, he got his career turned around in Dallas. You got to
That's
understand
doesn't
that.
matter.
And they were the
You
only
don't-
team. They
no,
were the
no,
only
no,
team
stop.
that was willing to give
Ojos
him a deal
Locos
last
for
year.
the win.
Okay. Can I say this
Yes.
to you? He can. That's a great thing. He feels obligated, but that obligation doesn't mean anything when the team does not obligate it to you. You got to be obligated to
They gave
yourself,
him
your
three. They gave
family.
him three. They gave him
Momo, you
3
got an
years.
invite here. Momo, if you come and tailgate, I'll buy you a Dak Prescott jersey and you can wear it. LOL. He, Momo. Comic Flick Fusion. Hey, Dustin. How you doing, brother?
So that's all I'm saying. Game time, everybody.
Yeah.
Here's my problem with the contract and with these He didn't have an agent. He already made a deal with the Joneses, and he ran and got an agent. Told the agent, whoever already agreed to something.
Well, we
You
don't
the
know
dummy.
that. We don't know that.
No,
Yeah,
he
I think
didn't have an agent. That's why he didn't
his
agree to
agent
that. He ran to get the first
negotiated
agent he
the
could
deal.
find.
No,
No,
I
his
don't
agent
know.
negotiated the
I'd
deal.
have to look.
Because he didn't want to upset the union.
No, I'll actually tell
That's
you
not
why. Here you go. I got the news on that. But real quick, hold Javonte aside. I want to get Wade's, as he's pounding his chicken. Pause.
Yep.
Listen, the more and more you hear it, and Ultra's right. He sent me it, or he was me bringing it up. I looked at, and I've been seeing it. If they got Trey Hendrickson here, 3 years, $99 million, $16 million first year cap hit, $16 million. Dude has played 17 games almost every year of his career, except the last year and a half. He's had some injuries. Last year he had the core muscle injury, the sports hernia, where they got to go in and just kind of fix some of the muscles. Knowing that we would be able to, in large part, keep our 2 first-round picks, maybe use the second one to move and add a player and get more picks. Like, what would you think of Trey Hendrickson? Like, would you be on board with a Trey Hendrickson who gets to the quarterback? Absolutely.
And when he's 100%, he's a beast.
Yeah.
I think everyone's kind of sleeping on him. Everyone keeps talking about Chubb and
I agree with
they
you.
keep talking about Crosby. I'm just saying when that dude's at 100%, you're gonna get 12, 14, 15 sacks out of him.
I mean,
you are.
Easily. Yeah.
Okay, I have to say one thing about that. I agree.
I'm all for it. He's a free agent. You keep your draft capital, bring him in.
Yeah,
and I think he would be a beast besides.
We lost you, brother.
Okay,
I think you were saying beside Easy.
Okay.
I will say this one thing about Trey Henderson, and I noticed the trend with Dan Quinn for the Washington football team. Anything that Dallas wants, he's going to try to oversee that and take that away. I noticed this completely.
Well, that's what Momo. That's why.
Well, let me just read. He's been in the league. Joe DeMasi. He's been in the league since 2017. Trey Hendrickson. But let me just, I don't like you pulling out. Like 7 years. Let's just go last 5 years. Okay, so we'll go 2021. Well, or 2020. Played 15 games, 13 and a half sacks. Okay, in 2021, he played 16 games, 14 sacks. 2022, 15 games, 8 sacks. 2023, now remember, he was with New Orleans, and then he had moved over to the Bengals. 2023, played all 17 games, 17 and a half sacks. Oh, my God, he got lucky. He just did it for money. 2024, 17 games, 17 and a half sacks. You don't just roll out of bed and get 17 and a half sacks. Now, in 2025, last year, he had the sports hernia. He played 7 games, 4 sacks, forced fumbles, 1. I mean, actually, in all those years, 3, 2, 1, forced fumbles. Very active player. So
was they double? Was he double on all of those last year?
I would imagine so. Who else did you tell me who the other stud pass rusher for the Bengals is? I don't know.
There isn't any.
So that goes to him, right? I mean, all I'm saying is do your due diligence. And why, to Momo's point, you were saying, well, maybe you wouldn't be interested because it's going to be a bidding war. You're giving him 3. You're not taking the player for free. You're basically on the hook for $60-some million, probably, of guarantees. Right. So even if you only have him 2 years, and the first year is a $17 million cap hit. That's very doable, right?
Is he a free agent? He's not a free agent.
Yes, he's a free agent.
Okay, that's why. Okay,
But that's why
it
you're
goes-
paying him the $99 million. Though you're
How
not
we
getting him
don't?
for
How
free.
we didn't know this deal hasn't already been done? Because we know these deals already been done for the first day when March
I don't
9th
know.
comes here.
I expect your team to be very active. I'm just saying.
Deal could be
Wade,
already
doesn't
done.
he look like a cowboy to you? Doesn't he look like a cowboy type of
All I
player?
know is what Mike Fisher said this morning.
Oh, I didn't see
Someone
it. What did he
inside
say?
the Cowboys. Someone inside the Cowboys told him. That guy told him
Okay,
we can create
cap-
the most cap space in the NFL. Period.
43.
Out of
Yeah,
any
the
team, the Cowboys can create
Yeah.
the most cap space.
136 million. I think.
Washington.
They
got
know
one.
it. They know it.
Washington, Dallas.
Linda.
They probably neck and neck and to create more cap space because Lattimore, he's out of there. They just gonna
Well, I think
negotiate
I honestly think
his injuries,
Well, I
and
heard
like
Cowboys
like
is
that.
talking their kicker for
Momo,
a new
I was
deal.
gonna-
Is going to be expensive.
Momo, I was going to
no,
ask you,
$8 million.
what do you think about Sam Williams? I think you guys are going to overpay for him.
I think
He's
you're
on-
right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good call,
Yeah.
Joe. Good call.
I think they're going to overpay for him. Yeah.
I mean,
Thanks,
because
Rolo.
the free agency is so weak this coming up season, off season, everybody's gonna overpay everybody in the first 3
Very
days
true.
because
No,
the free agency
I'd
is so
rather
weak.
overpay for. I'd rather overpay for a proven commodity. Sam Williams ain't proved shit
Yeah,
to me.
exactly. Exactly.
Well,
That's my point
I
too.
was on Joe. I was on board in bringing Sam Williams back, but I think he's going to get.
How much you
going
gonna?
to
How
get
much
overpaid.
you? How much think he'd command a year?
Well, that's
too.
the thing.
I think
Open
he's gonna
market.
get overpaid.
Dan Quinn.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful point because Dan Quinn loves him some Sam Williams, and
Yeah.
you should. When you look at Sam Williams, he is a freak athlete. I would like to bring him back under this new system. I would.
What do you think? Pay him? They're gonna pay him over 10 million.
Yeah, I think he's getting 10 a year.
Yeah.
10 or 12.
I'd rather get Khalil Mack
I
for
would
10
too.
a year than
I
Sam
would too.
Williams.
I would too.
Yeah.
That's why I
Sam,
said
At
he's
least
Khalil
Khalil Mack's a
Mack.
proven commodity.
And
honestly,
honestly, Wade, I'd rather bring in 2 linebackers that could start right now than that. You know what I mean?
Khalil
This team
Mack,
needs some
Mario
line
Davis. You got linebackers
How
out
was Khalil
there.
Mack?
Quay
Was he
Walker.
in his 30s?
Yep.
Quay
Go ahead, Mo.
Walker.
Oh, we lost you, Momo.
Tired of playing musical chairs with my linebackers.
Yeah, me too. I want some.
Give me
proven
some linebackers that are gonna stay here, that are gonna play every
no,
snap.
no. Who's the guy y'all got cut? Cowboys gonna end up re-signing him.
Kenneth Murray, he ain't coming back. He's
Oh,
garbage.
the other guy.
Garbage.
Cincinnati.
I heard garbage.
Oh, Logan
Kenneth
Wilson.
Murray, he's trash.
Garbage.
No, not him. Not him. The one y'all got made the trade from the Bengals, the
Logan
linebacker.
Wilson.
Wilson.
He was
Well,
a 7th
Wilson,
round
yeah.
mid-season. We need help because we're leaking oil.
Christian Parker didn't like him.
Yeah,
That's
Cowboys
what
only
everybody
bringing
was
in one
saying, yeah.
little
No,
linebacker.
I believe y'all gonna re-sign him back.
Cowboys ain't bringing in one linebacker. You're gonna run a 3-4 defense. You need more than 2 linebackers. You need a bunch of
A bunch
linebackers.
of linebackers, but I think one significant. I think we can count on.
You need 2 significant linebackers.
I know,
Overshown,
but-
I can't
Yeah.
count.
I didn't say
Look,
we
I'm gonna
wouldn't
tell
need
y'all.
it. They like Marist. You know they're going to
Yeah.
like Marist. Overshown.
I'm just saying.
Hopes that he can stay healthy.
Yes, they have high hopes. My whole thing with Cowboys, I ain't got no hope in Overshown because the man can't stay healthy.
We've got.
He can't
he
stay
like-
healthy. Give me
Who's other
Demario
linebacker y'all had
Davis.
that
Give
can
me
stay
a
healthy?
thumper linebacker that could go out there and kick some ass the entire game. Give me Demario Davis over Overshown.
Comic
I'm just sitting here
confusion.
saying.
Hey, game
Facts,
time.
Wayne.
Do you put stock in what Stephen Jones says? He spoke earlier. Yeah, I do. I do put stock in what. I do put stock in what Stephen Jones.
They said
says.
they were going to get Javonte done. They did 2 things, right, Brian?
Well, yeah,
They
and-
and they were going to let Schottenheimer pick the staff.
What's up,
That
Logan?
happened. Then
What's
they
up,
said they were
Jimbo?
going to sign Javonte Williams. That shit happened.
Yeah, I love Quay Walker, but you know.
2 for 2 now.
So I don't know. I
And
don't
you know what
know
I-
about
you know what I
Nakobe
love-
Hamid.
you know what
I
I
don't know
loved,
about
guys?
Nakobe Dean. I
The
don't.
Cowboys are
I
2
think
for
he's
2 now,
staying. He might
Brian.
stay.
Well,
Well,
two for two.
I mean,
You know what I
mean,
love about this
they doing what
season,
they
though,
doing.
guys?
Cowboys are doing something that the rest of the league been doing for the last 30 seasons.
Well, Momo,
Look, Mother Humper.
Jerry Jones
They,
wasn't at the
look,
press conference. That's
the
huge.
Cowboys. Look, the Cowboys drag ass. What are you
Thanks,
talking
brother.
about, Momo?
I'm
They're not
saying
dragging
doing.
ass.
I'm not. No. Oh, I said Wade. No disrespect. I said Cowboys are doing something this offseason that all the 31 teams been doing every year.
Right.
I'm
right.
the same.
Really, the 31 other teams like the Cleveland Browns, the Cowboys have been
No,
moving like
meaning
the
they on
Browns
they
and the
signing,
Jets and
signing they on
The
they
Commanders,
they
I
signing players and not dragging
Yeah, I
their
forgot.
ass.
The Commandos were killing it.
Okay, thank you for the compliment.
My home team, my loyalty. I'm at Uptown Royalty.
Drew, I love you. Drew, I love you. And I know there were some other guys, okay, that were saying, "Oh, Jerry and Steven aren't gonna let Schottenheimer pick his coaches on defense." That's all I heard. That's all I heard after they got rid of Eberflus, is that they're not gonna let him pick the coaching staff.
I
Guess
mean-
what happened? The exact opposite of what y'all said.
I just all these new.
You
DC
said the damn Redskins were gonna go 17-0. How'd that go?
I would be okay with Wagner, Sledhead, what's up, brother? I'm
Hey,
not
fellas,
sure that
how
they
y'all
are,
doing?
brother. Randy, how you doing?
What's
I
up?
heard you had knee
Randy, I'm
surgery.
glad you're looking good, Randy. Looking good, Randy.
Yeah, I feel good today. Actually, I'm walking around.
How long ago? You didn't like you don't text me anymore.
Just
How long?
Friday.
Okay.
Just Friday. But I was a little worried about this when I had some problems, but they cleared them up at the hospital.
Okay, so you were able to keep
I'm
the
good.
limb. Okay, good.
You ready to
Yes,
run a
yeah.
marathon now?
Well, I already have around the bar and back, so that's
Nice.
what they tell me to do. So I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate it,
Yeah,
guys.
he's ready to chase those loose women right now.
No, he don't do that anymore.
Chris Dooley knows the stuff, but he's too busy. Javonte Williams, let's break him down. I don't mind going. I just wanted to because Momo brought him up. So I'm going to give you really what he had to say regarding the Cowboys. The Cowboys running back Javonte Williams have agreed to a 3-year, $24 million contract. I just want everybody to know. Well, first, let me finish. Williams, 25, signed a 3-year deal with the Cowboys in 2025. Now, after being after a career best 1,201 yards, 11 rushing touchdowns. Behind Williams, the Cowboys have the 9th best rushing offense in the NFL. Again, remember that, everybody. Everybody wants to talk about this, that, like our passing game. Our run game behind Terrence Steele, who everybody wants to run out of town. I would like to upgrade. Sure, I would. We were 9th best in the NFL in running the football. So, again, be wary before you let anybody go unless you know it's going to be an upgrade. But speaking to why Williams didn't take the highest dollar, because he could have made more money somewhere else. I love it here, Williams said in mid-December. I love my teammates. I love everybody. You don't always want to just follow money and things like that, which is true.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there you go, Momo. You want everybody
Yeah,
to
Momo,
that's
not
all.
all players are about the money, Momo.
You
want to
better
go
be about the
somewhere
money.
where you
You're
can-
about
Let
the
me
money.
finish my
In 2
thought. Let me
years,
finish my thought.
no.
Let me finish my thought, then you can shit all over it. You want to go somewhere where you could succeed and be a part of something special. I feel like it's very special here. After 2025, yada, yada, yada. But to your point, Stephen Jones said right after the season ended, Javonte is at the top of our list to go and sign. He said at the end of January. So we want to bring him back. We want him to sign him to a multi-year deal. Okay, Momo, that's why he's here. Now, I'm going to break down his actual contract real quick. Total value, $24 million. Guaranteed, only $16 million. Okay? So basically, it's a 2-year deal where that's basically what you're looking at. Nothing long, it's a perfect deal. That's what I said. Didn't I say 7-8 million? I think I nailed it. But if I was off a little bit, then oh well, shoot me. Or,
So before I go, I got to step out with my wife.
well, go ahead.
I'll just say this: Javonte Williams is he gonna wish that he got more money because down the line he's not gonna have the money, like, because this is a 2-year deal, and he gonna wish he got more. Trust me on that.
No, because he'll be 28. Actually, he'll be 27 if they decide to move on from him after 2 years. But why would they? They would probably flip a switch and keep him. That he is under contract for the next 3 years, which means he'll be 28. He'll be 28 when he's up for another contract.
Your second
not the
contract should
dreaded
be your
30.
money contract.
Yeah, and he made some nice money. And this is a guy who
He make enough money.
he appreciates
Because
the money because
he would have
he's
made $10 million or more.
yeah, but
Look. Let
if
me
you
tell you
make it in
something. He
Philly,
didn't want to go play for the
the wage
garbage
tax
Jets.
eats most of
He
it. Bro.
didn't want to go play for the Cleveland shit Browns. Okay, he wanted to stay with the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, Momo, he didn't want to go play for your Washington Football Commander
don't need
slash
him.
Redskins slash Washington Football Team slash don't know what the fuck to call yourselves. Yeah, he didn't want to play for y'all or anyone else besides the
Okay.
Cowboys.
Don't let him get hurt. That's
Well,
all
if
I'm
he gets
saying.
hurt, it's only
Why-
$16
why are
million.
you a hater?
You just hold up. You said something in stark contract. So you're not going to give Dallas any credit for signing him on a cheaper deal.
Yeah, and a
I think
team-friendly
I
deal.
think
If
he
gets
should have
hurt,
got
guess
more
what?
money.
You could eat $16 million in 1 year if you wanted. That's all the
What
guarantees.
you think is irrelevant? Who signed the contract?
I want him
Who
want him to be
signed the
happy.
contract?
He's
Who
happy,
signed the
Momo.
contract?
I want
Your
him to get
opinions are
$30 million
irrelevant.
a year.
Well, again, look,
He's from Texas, guys. He's not
Yep.
far from
Look,
the
He
Wade
gone.
needs
He
to
gone.
get laid.
He
Don't
gone.
you worry about Wade getting laid. He's getting some
And I
lot
was
lizards.
trying.
Don't you
I was
worry
trying
about
to.
that
I was
shit.
trying to tell him, Randy.
Yeah,
Dallas
he's
was
from
the
the
only one
Star.
that.
So
What's
Dallas
up,
was the only
Xavier?
one to give him a contract last year. Yeah, the only team that reached out to him was Dallas.
again,
there's
Yeah.
only one problem with it. If he can't handle his life with $16 million, he's got serious problems.
speak, Randy, speak. Please tell Momo
Serious
that.
problems.
Give me a break, especially in
and you
Texas,
did say
especially in
8 million,
Texas.
Brian. You did say
I thought
8
I
million.
said it, but I could be wrong. I thought I said $8 million a year, and people, I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, just because there's some dumb teams that it gave a lot of money to a running back, and then gave him more money after the year. Sorry, but I thought what the Eagles did with Saquon at the end of the year last year, they just threw extra money at him. Why? I don't
Where'd Momo
understand.
go?
He left.
I agree.
He took
I agree,
a crap and
and-
left on us.
And now you
That
need that
coward. Can you hear me, Momo? You coward. He left.
But I think running backs get too much money in this league. Now, he has only run the ball for 400 and some odd times. He only has 400 and some odd carries. Through this, I heard Bobby talking about it. Through this period of his career, Ezekiel had almost double the carries. Think about that. Elliott had almost double. Now, I was in a group chat. I think it was Joe and Ultra, I believe. And they said, Jeremiah Love is there at 12. I don't think he will be. But if this move is a perfect type of move, Jeremiah Love is a top 5 player in this draft. People go, oh, we don't need that. Well, I don't know what we're doing in free agency. If we go out and get a stud linebacker, we get Trey Hendrickson, right? We go out and we get a corner or safety, right? Then I think you got to take the best player. No, Randy? Or do you?
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? If Love is at 12, I might take him
You have
anyway.
to.
They don't realize how
it's
good
the
that
old-
guy is.
Right.
He's got
It's the
breakaway
old argument,
speed.
Randy. It's the old
Huh?
argument. It's the old argument, Randy, and Game Time and Joe. Yeah, we don't need a running back, but Emmitt Smith's sitting there at number 12. Let's just pass him
We
on
didn't
up,
need
because
CeeDee
we already got a
Lamb
running back.
necessarily,
No,
remember?
you fucking
Exactly,
draft
Wade.
Emmitt Smith. That's
You
what you.
draft the best player, Brian. You hit it on the head. If we go out and sign three excellent players, you pick the best player there. And I hate to say this, if he's not there, you pick Mekhi Lemon. If he's not there, you got to
I
pick
agree.
the best player
Yes.
on your board.
This is a multi.
That's where we mess
Yeah,
up
yeah, yeah.
sometimes. We pick Mozzie Smith, and he wasn't the best player.
He was
Taco
a second
Charlton.
round. He was a second round grade.
But
Yep.
why? Why? Guys?
Yes.
Because we listened to a defensive coordinator and we had a hole in our defensive line, so we Put two and two together. You reach and you get Mozzie Smith. Real quick. Dirty Sanchez, but the super chat. Yeah, I know Walker Wade gets some. We got the same doctor. He prescribed us the same antibiotics. Yeah. So, listen, if you're going to mess around in a lot, you definitely probably need some strong
I got
antibiotics.
a pretty girl
yes,
from
Hamid, I'm not
Honduras.
crapping on Saquon. He's a great back.
Got
I'm
a pretty
just
girl
wondering
from
why you
Honduras
threw,
over here.
I'm just wondering why you threw more money at him. It's not my money, but yes, you got a Super Bowl. I'm just saying, kind of, Saquon is a rare guy. Not everybody's making Saquon money. And I think Ultra is the one that said it, Joe, didn't he, in the group text that Jerry and Steven were on board and saying that if Jahmyr Gibbs was there at 26, that's who they were taking in that draft. Jahmyr Gibbs went to the Lions before them. So I think that they won't take Jeremiah Love. Now, I don't think he has any chance of being there. But if he does,
I just don't think he gets past Cincinnati. I really don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he gets past Kansas City.
Yes, bingo.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Agreed. Jeremiah Love's the top 5 at this point. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree with that. What we're just making the point, the comic, is we're making the point that if a good player is there, you're supposed to take him. That's all we're saying. Stop saying, well, we need all this defense.
I think Randy said it. I think Lemon's going to be there. I really do.
Oh, Gibbs said that, Ultra? Okay. I thought you said Jerry said that.
Yeah,
Ultra's
Gibbs said that
fast,
Dallas would have drafted.
What's up,
They told him
D'Angelo? How
Dallas
you
would have
doing?
drafted him.
Oscar Perini. Well, I guess maybe they heard it from them. To get ready for Love, Gibbs ran a 4.36. Love will run a 4.38 to 4.4. Yeah, we got the combine coming up next week. Kansas City / Love. Oscar, I don't know about that. I think Downs, if he makes it, goes ahead of Love to Kansas City, but I don't think Downs is going to make it either. Mark said Cowboys might sign George Pickens before the combine. Logan Motorsports. Everybody's doubting that we're going to sign him. I don't know. I don't know where I stand with that. I would say probably not right now. I will be surprised. I'm beat down, right, Wade, over the years of them not. And I don't know. I mean, listen, he's not going anywhere. He's not. I'm going to say this one last time. Micah asked to talk to, like, the timeline is totally different, everybody. Micah, you begged to talk to Jerry at the Cotton Bowl. That's the college football playoff. Okay? That's one of those games. And then they spoke again at the Super Bowl. We're well beyond that. And Pickens is already on record of saying he don't want nothing to do with talking to Jerry. Speak to my agent. That's a good thing because Micah got in his feelings because after the second time talking numbers, he said, well, and Jerry says, well, here, let's sign the deal. He goes, well, I have to have my agent look at it. And the agent says, well, hold up. I'm his agent. Nobody ever brought none of this to me. We're starting over. But with the caveat that they had the Dallas Cowboys final number, which is bargaining in bad faith, in my opinion. That's not going to happen here. They're going to come out, right, Randy, and say, we want 40 or 41. And Dallas is going to say, well, we want 30 or 31. And they're going to end up around, what did I say?
Meeting in the middle. 34, 35.
Something like that. And people go, like, can you afford it? Of course you can afford anything you want to afford. The whole thing is, do you want to afford it, right? And
Brian, to add to what you're saying, what Brian was saying, I'm sorry, they better get him signed pretty quick because
Corey?
You got Puka Nacua coming up, and you got the guy from Seattle. They're both coming up for restructure. I mean, for extensions. And if they don't get him done before that, we're gonna pay a lot more money.
The Ultra says Cowboys are going to franchise Pickens. They know that paying 2 wide receivers over $30 million it's not smart business. But what if I told you that behind the walls of the Star that they like Pickens more than CD? What if I said that to you? What if I said?
I think Jerry and him get along real well. That's what I've heard.
I don't know how to say this. Basically, they love what Pickens brings. And CD's great. I'm not here to crap on, and I think CD does more as far as running routes and stuff. But CD does drop the ball.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Eagles have 2 wide receivers, right? I don't know that Javonte's quite making 30. He took a team-friendly deal. I think it's at 27 or 28, something like that. AJ's over 30. I think he's at 31. So you're not far off. You figure what they're doing in Detroit, I'd have to look it up. But, Amon-Ra St. Brown and what's the other guy's name? The speedster. Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams.
Yeah, Jameson Williams. I know he signed a big deal. You see what they're doing in Cincinnati. Again, what if they won? But they're both making. I think one's making.
But I just
28.
don't want to go back to Jalen Tolbert as a number 2 receiver. You know what I mean? I like the 1-2 punch we have right now. Why not keep it together?
Packers.
Jalen Tolbert's going
defensive ends over 40.
Yeah, he's gonna walk. I think Randy.
Who's that?
Yeah, he's a free agent, so
Who's
we're
that?
not going to
Yeah.
re-sign him.
Who's that?
Tolbert.
Yeah.
Oh, Tolbert. Yeah. He needs to move on. Good luck to him.
Hey, Oscar.
Bobby brought up something. He was just saying guys that, and I stopped the video. He was just saying guys that could possibly be available. I really like Alec Pierce. I do. I think he went to the University of Cincinnati. I remember. I remember scouting him a little bit when we were going to the draft. I like Alec Pierce. Like a fallback is to trade Pickens, right? Even up for Crosby or whoever you want, right? But then you would have to go out. And an Alec Pierce is not a bad fallback. He's not Pickens. Bigger guy, runs maybe better routes. But, he doesn't give you the range that nobody does. I mean, a 50-50 ball to everybody else is an 80-20 ball when you're throwing it to George, as you saw in that catch against the Birds. So there is, if I told you that we got a veteran wide receiver to go along with CD, but then we got Crosby back, then I'm
That
not
makes
in the
that line
market of
even
moving
better.
on, but, if you are going to move on, I need something guaranteed. I just don't want draft picks is what I'm saying. I want an actual player. So, and people go, well, you're going to have to add to it. No, if it's Pickens for Crosby, it wouldn't be much. It wouldn't be much that you would have to add to it. Wouldn't sure as hell wouldn't be a number 1 pick. I mean, Pickens is getting that kind of money. So you're telling me you're going to pay Pickens $38 million, but you want a 2nd-round pick for him? No, that's not happening. You're going to pay premium for George Pickens. What's up, Vinny Hagan? How are you, brother? Ultra, I got no problem paying McDuffie 20. Yeah, I brought that up a couple weeks ago. I was waiting for Lloyd to come in. He's getting his haircut. He's getting his fade, on. But do you guys like McDuffie? I mean, Trent McDuffie with the Chiefs. Would you be willing to do? I mean, I got 2 trades for you. Either Trent McDuffie for 20. And we'll probably get a pick back, maybe a 2nd or a 3rd, right? He's younger, which is why you won't get as much. Or do you like Minkah Fitzpatrick from the Dolphins for the 20th pick, and you get a 2nd and a 3rd in return?
I like Minkah.
How old
like
is
that trade. I like
how old
that
is
trade for the safety.
Minkah?
Minkah, I believe, will play at 29.
Yeah.
He's a
And Pickens is 25. That's a difference.
No. This ain't Pickens. This is just the 20th pick.
Oh, we're just trading them. We're just trading.
Yeah,
We're trading down. We're trading down.
You have 2 choices: either straight up for a Trent McDuffie out of the Chiefs, a lockdown corner. I think I would like that, but I love getting that 2nd and 3rd, or Minkah Fitzpatrick, which that CJ Parker. Or Christian Parker wants to have a safety. Minkah Fitzpatrick is a do-it-all safety. You would trade 20, you would get Minkah, and then you would get Miami's 2nd and 3rd rounds pick. Now he's older, that's why, and he makes a lot of money. That's why.
I think I'd want that 2nd, 3rd round pick. Because that gives you a chance to hit on another player. Plus, you've got him, which that's what I would do.
Doing good, Clay. How you doing, brother? McDuffie or Pickens?
But I agree. I think that's what I would do.
Dylan Thieneman at 20. Yeah, that's another question. Yeah. Everybody's saying I like Thieneman. I know a lot of people I know Joe likes McNeil Warren. I just don't know what they like. I don't know. This is like what I'm hearing Joe about McNeil Warren, but we kind of heard that with the safety that just won a Super Bowl from South Carolina last year.
Worry.
Kind of raw. Needs to learn. Well, he looked pretty good this year. Like McNeil Warren is going to play is slightly different, but he's going to be more of your center fielder. I don't know. I have to look more at him. I know I like Dylan Thieneman, but Prime Time brought up some safeties that he likes that weren't named Dylan Thieneman. So this is actually sneaky
he likes,
good.
Doesn't he like Ramsey?
I like Ramsey. He likes him.
Yeah,
but
I
he
like
named
Ramsey too.
There's a few others that he liked too. Wisniewski, I want to say Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I want to say.
We I think is Penn State. Penn State. I
so
think he's
think
decent.
This is a sneaky good draft for
safeties.
I think it is.
And DBs. Yeah,
So,
I agree.
That's why I said the Fitzpatrick deal. Getting a lockdown corner is great. Don't get me wrong, but supposedly Christian Parker, and we get a lot of rumors. He basically assured Jerry, and or more important, Stephen, that he really loved Ravel coming out of college, and
he could fix him. Yeah,
that he possibly, he feels very strong. Again, you can't play corner with a knee brace. Rob, hey, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say Rob fixing. He needs to get healthy.
Yeah, what's up, Rob?
That's what I was going to say.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Just doing all right. I'm exhausted after shoveling all this damn snow. It's
Sorry to hear
nuts.
that.
No, I'm good.
you should have seen his car this morning, Rob. It was filled with snow. He sent me an ultra. And I was
Yeah,
like,
dude, I got a 17 inches of snow here. Fucking 17 inches. So we
don't have any snow, which is crazy for Colorado this time of year.
Yeah.
It's cold, but it's no snow at all.
Yeah. So, but I'm gonna hop in a jacuzzi after I'm done this and relax my my muscles. But what's up? So, how you doing today? Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's good, man. Just working away and trying to stay warm. Like I said, no snow, but in the mountains there's snow, but here in the Denver area there's none. But it's just cold as can be.
It was a weird storm where it never got out of the 30s. It's going to be in the high 30s it'll be 40s. It'll be 50s by the end of the week. Most of the snow will be gone. So my my driveway is black now. Joe, if I sent you a picture from this morning to now, you'd be like, oh shit. Yeah. If you get out there while it's coming down, as soon as it's over, you can get most of it.
Right.
Hamid says Cowboys may go after Blankenship. Well, again, I don't know. I
hope not. He was ranked
I
low
hope
last
not
year.
either.
I'd rather
not a
draft
good
one.
well,
Yeah,
Me too.
You got to look at it this way, though. I'm not saying they are or they not, but you need somebody that's going to be able to. He's not going to get ridiculous money, I don't think. If they do, then no. But he's going to be able to help out and get everybody on the same page. I don't know.
That's true.
I don't have a problem with it. You're not paying that much. I don't know. Your thoughts, Rob? We talked about it, but not a great player, but he's a good team player. Why wouldn't you? He plays,
I
He can
agree.
tackle, that's for sure. I'm worried about his coverage.
Yeah, well, dude, he's not that type. Yeah, he's definitely more of an in the box.
Yeah,
guy. You
and I
need
feel like we already
multiple.
have that with Wilson.
Wilson's out of contract. He won't
Is
be
he?
back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'd let him walk.
Yeah. Well, listen, who knows with Parker? We've seen Wilson play dynamic for the Cowboys.
Sure.
He's just, we had Eberflus. He turning his
He was
hips
playing
and
center
playing in center
field.
field.
Yeah.
Right.
I just don't know how much.
It made no
I
sense.
did hear that.
Look at Wade flexing.
That I heard that Parker really likes Leofeld.
Yeah, that's what we hear.
Well, he's a physical hitter. He's got to maintain he's got to lower that motor down a little bit. He tends to get some unnecessary penalties at the end of plays, but
What's
that's
up,
coachable.
Jacob?
Yeah.
I like Jeff Heath, Jacob Godellis. Or Godellis, Jacob Godellis. I thought that was your last name, but that's a good point, Rob. But I like Jeff Heath, and you need those guys. You need, listen, Randy. Charlie Waters, right? I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean, I know I'm not trying to say Reed's Charlie Waters, but I'm just saying you need a guy that is like a glue guy. They don't want to lose Reed Blankenship, but, he may stay in Philly. He may stay. They may need him.
Yeah.
It's not like he's definitely leaving Philly. We're just trying to find guys who have a tie to a Christian Parker. That's all. We keep hearing the Kobe Dean. I don't know. I think, you know what? Maybe Dean has a better chance of leaving than Blankenship because I think Dean's probably going to get paid more, right, Rob?
No, well, he'll for sure get paid more because he has more upside than what Reed does. I like Reed. I think he's solid. I know there's rumors. CJ GJ is saying he wants to come back to Philly.
I don't see
there was a video. There was a video out there posted, but I don't see that happening. My point behind that is I think Reed might stay in Philly, and N'Kobe's gonna. If it's not Dallas, it's gonna be. I think a team that has a lot of money to throw.
Right.
At him and he's going to get paid. But again, his issue is similar to Overshone's where he just can't stay healthy. So I wouldn't want to. I mean, for Dallas' sake, I wouldn't get him because I mean, if him and Overshone both have injury history, I mean, I wouldn't invest in that. But
or Overshone's not long for Dallas, and they're only going to keep one of them. That's a possibility too.
That's true too.
Again, in this type of defense, I know, like you are going to need a lot of linebackers, so, it is what it is. We'll see. We'll know soon enough. I kind of think that just the way he was talking, we're going to get somebody. I don't know who that is. That's one thing about Dallas. They are a mystery right now of where they're going to go regarding players. What's up, Lloyd? Oh, look at him. Look at Lloyd. He got his fade on. What's up, brother? How you doing?
What's going on with everybody, man?
I was just bringing
What's up, Lloyd?
I waited. I brought up your trade. Just tell everybody because
what's up, Lloyd?
Like we talked about two different trades. I'll ask you, and then I want you to get into your trade that you brought to me. Like we've heard the Trent McDuffie elite corner, young, for number 20. Would you do that, or tell everybody about the other trade you were talking about?
Well, to piggyback on your trade, I most definitely would do that for McDuffie.
You might have to throw in something else, but you're not getting any picks in return for McDuffie. That's the issue. Well, that's why we like your trades a lot better. Just tell everybody what you were thinking.
So my trade, I had talked about it on the Next Level Sports Lounge. I was talking about it. The Minkah Fitzpatrick trading our 20th pick to Miami for Minkah, and we received Minkah and their second and third round draft picks. It's so many things we can do with those.
I like that better, and I know that doesn't make sense to some people because McDuffie is so good, but
younger. He's 4 years younger too.
He is, but you know what it is, Rob? Like Fitzpatrick, I'd have to look at his. I'm going to look it up while you guys are talking, but
I think safety's more important too.
And he's also played in Vic Fangio's defense before.
Bingo.
In Miami.
Yeah. Yep.
And he has a relationship with
I heard
Christian Parker already.
Yep, I heard Mike Fish talking about that. I think last week. That trade for the safety.
We talked about it, but
I think they would counter that and want your was it 12th overall pick?
Yeah, the trade value chart, it was even.
I don't think they're going to give up a second and a third for that 20th, that mid first, especially with the lack of talent in this year's draft.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me just read Minkah's. Let's see here.
Maybe a third this year and a second next year, but I don't think they're going to give a second and a third.
I would still do
for
that
mid-tier.
I would still do that.
I would do that too.
I don't know that I'd give up 12 though. To me,
no,
I wouldn't either. But I'm saying I think they would ask for that. I wouldn't give it up, but
I don't know because of his age. Minkah's age.
He's 29.
Yeah, he's 29.
4 years older than
And,
McDuffie.
and see, Christian Parker wants that safety they can play down in the box,
Right.
and it's not a promise that Caleb Downs is going to follow us. So if we make that trade, we can still go draft like a Sonny Styles and play that middle linebacker position. We can stay young at that middle linebacker position, and have Minka, and then like I'm gonna walk away and this free agency. I think we're gonna hit this free agency. We got a chance to free up $130 million. It probably gonna eat our ass up in the long run in the back end, but we got a chance to do that, and I think we're gonna hit that free agency hard.
Minka,
I hope they don't play around with linebacker neither. I don't want like us to just rely on Overshown. I want us to go get some veterans that can control the defense.
You can't rely on Overshown. His availability is, or lack
That's how I'm like.
thereof.
I keep pounding like DeMario. I need a guy. I need a green dot guy. I need a green dot linebacker.
And Rob Bay, that's why I don't want the Kobe Dean, because we'll have enough
I
of
just said
DeMario
that too
Overshown.
before you jumped in. Before you jumped in, that's exactly what I said there, Lloyd. Is that N'Kobe Dean going to your team? That's a lot of money invested with him, and expecting him and Overshown to be reliable.
You're on a roll today.
You might be out 2 linebackers before week 6 of the upcoming season.
Joe DeMasi still here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hamid brings up a good point. Believe it or not.
No, he does. Yeah.
But I don't know if I want any part of that head case.
Right.
He says
no.
Cowboys
No, that's
might
not happening. That ain't happening.
He may want CJ. He played for
That
Parker
ain't happening.
too.
His issue with leaving, a reason why
he was yelling.
got rid of him was
That's not
Parker.
Was
Him
it?
and Parker
No.
had personality issues in the locker room.
Yeah.
He ain't playing for Parker.
Did they scream at each other wrong?
He's the root cause of why
So
we got rid of
maybe,
him
Rob,
because of Parker.
The Parker's gone. Maybe he will come back to the Birds.
That's what I put in your chat.
Okay.
Yeah, I put that in the chat.
He is a dog.
Comments ago.
He is a dog. We need a dog.
Oh, he's a ball hawk.
He's a dog.
He's a ball
He's
hawk.
a dog.
So he's always
a dog
around the
for
ball.
sure.
He's just a little, as most great players, he's just a little off. But yeah, I didn't know that Fitzpatrick, he was interesting. He was with the Dolphins in 2018 and 2019, then with the Steelers. So I guess he was traded to Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh.
But he was with the Dolphins in 18 and 19, then with the Steelers midseason,
and then went back
in the 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, all with the Steelers, and then back with the Dolphins this year.
Yeah.
Let me just read you some of his numbers. As a rookie, he had 2 picks, none in his second year. He didn't play much his second year, maybe injury. In 2019, 5 picks. Steelers in 2020, 4 picks. 2 picks in 2022 with the Steelers. 6 picks, 1 pick. I mean, I like Fitzpatrick. I like that trade because you would get a second and a third. But I think at the end of the day, I think Trent McDuffie is a better player, and you get him young. I just don't. I don't know why, but
he's
Andy
coming
Reid
off
does.
his rookie contract, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
He's going to want to get paid.
He's got 1 year left on it. He's got 1 year left for $15 million
this year. Yeah, this year. Yeah.
He's going to want to get paid. So,
but he's gonna want probably to start negotiating a contract.
Duran Blanc. He's going to want Duran. He's going to get at least what Duran Blanc got. So for the people who said, well, you can't pay 2 wide receivers. Yeah, okay. I mean, are you able to pay both at corners, or do you want to get one and always have the young one? I don't know. I don't know that answer. It's going to be interesting because there's so much money out there. Is like, what is Cowboys finna do? Stephen Jones will finalize franchise tag for George Pickens in the next week. So they're telling you that. Yeah, they're going to talk to him at the combine. We think the world of him, says Steven. We want him here, says Steven. The tag will keep Pickens from leaving again. And Jones did not offer a timetable for getting a deal done. So if anybody thinks we're getting a deal done before the draft, I would be surprised.
So
the combine,
game time. What is your take on the, Pickens for Crosby, traded, as far as that goes. What is your take on that?
I think we would have. See, that's the thing. The Steelers would want more. You would think. I'm not giving any more than that.
You mean the Raiders?
I mean the Raiders. Sorry, yeah, the Raiders would want more than that.
So you're thinking it would be good if it's a player for player swap as opposed to a player and a pick for Crosby?
You got to tell me what we're doing with the number 2 wide receiver.
Draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd heard Pickens and our 20th pick for Crosby,
They
and we
ain't
get
giving up a
Crosby
first
in
round
a
pick.
second. We get Crosby in a second.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't have a second, do you?
No, we would get.
No, we don't.
Well, I
We
know that
get
you would get
Raiders
a second, but
We don't
you
have a
just said
second,
that
get
you
Raiders
wouldn't give a
second.
first.
Now
Yeah,
we would
we'll
give
have
a
second
first,
or third.
and we would get a second back. So they would want Pickens and
Raiders draft
20.
high in the second.
Here's my deal. I'm not
Another first pick in the
doing
second
that.
round.
I'm not doing that. If you're gonna pay a George Pickens $38 million a year, you're telling me he's making what Crosby's making. So no. You want Pickens, it's an even swap. If that doesn't do it, then move on. Go find another team. So I don't
So
think
you would
Crosby,
would you rather have Pickens or Crosby?
I would probably just rather have Pickens and
Me
go
too.
in a different area. I would rather go in a
I think
different
we
area.
can roll the dice with Hendrickson. I think Hendrickson would be
What do you
if
think,
he's
Lloyd?
100%.
And wait after
That
you're
would
done,
be-
bud. I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
No,
Bud.
it's all good.
So you're saying Hendrickson? Wait.
I think Hendrickson, when healthy, you can make an argument he's damn near on par with Crosby
Yeah, but you're gonna
as far as
he's
rushing
gonna
the
come
passer.
okay, you're right, and you won't have to give up draft capital, but you're gonna have to pay him money. So you're saying you're gonna
3
have
year, yeah, we talked about that.
you're gonna have
3
enough
years.
money for him and to re-sign.
Well, yeah, you'll have
Pickens
the
as well?
money. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be pretty
Dallas
top
could get
heavy.
135 million.
Well, people were talking like have Crosby, give him a contract, and then give Pickens a contract. People were talking that. I think it'd probably be a little bit more
Well, you can't do
easier to
that.
get a Pickens and a Hendrickson, but
It'd be easier to get a Hendrickson because you don't have to give up draft capital. You just have to
Yeah.
sign
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
Bobby Bellin had a hypothetical, and they were just like, this is how the contract's going to look for Hendrickson. 3 years, $99 million, $16 million cap hit year 1. Basically a 2-year deal, maybe $60 million of that guaranteed. That's what it would be, and then you could push the rest of it out. So, you say, well, year 1 you can afford it, and then year 2, every year your cap goes up. He would only be a $16 or $17 million cap hit, Hendrickson, this year. So you could easily do it, and you're going to have to get somebody. I mean, so or else we're just not going to. I don't know. I mean, what's our answer to edge rusher? Unless it's lesser likes, and that's the interesting thing about Christian Parker. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what veteran he likes. I mean, what's Bradley Chubb going to get? Everybody keeps bringing up Chubb. How much is he going to get, Rob? Do we know? How much is Bradley going to get?
I don't know.
I
10 to 12, maybe.
I
more
think
than
so,
that.
too. I think
I
so,
agree
too.
with one
15 to
way.
18.
I would roll my dice on Trey Hendrickson, and I would also try to bring in Alway or Dafe. I would bring those two guys in.
Yeah,
and roll
that's
the
an
dice with those
interesting
two guys.
name. Because Odafe was traded. He had 0
Yeah,
sacks.
he went from Baltimore to LA, but
He
why
had
would
0
LA
sacks
want to?
with Baltimore, and then had 7.5 sacks after the trade deadline. That's
Right.
pretty damn impressive. Anyway,
That's
finish your thought,
dumb for
Rob.
LA to let him go though after just trading for him.
I know, but he did have 7.5 sacks.
That's the same question that I would say about the Eagles with Jalen Phillips. Why would the Eagles let Jalen Phillips go and they traded for him? So
Well, I don't
mean,
think we want
that he
to
will
let
go
him go.
anywhere.
I don't think we want to let him go, but I think if we can get Crosby, then we would take Crosby over Phillips. But
Right.
I think if the Crosby deal doesn't work out, I think our backup plan is to sign Phillips. That's what I think. But me, if I was Dallas,
I don't see
I would
Crosby
rather trade Pickens for Crosby because Pickens is in a position where he's a dependent player. I mean, if
there
if
also
Dak-
is a lot of affordable veteran wide receivers you may be able to pick up that are going to give
Well,
good
that's why
production in free agency.
See, I mean,
Yeah,
kind of look at what Minnesota's going through right now with Justin Jefferson. I mean, it's a dependent position where if you don't have a good quarterback or if your number one goes down, then you're really kind of dog shit just
Right.
sitting out there on an island where Max Crosby, he's going to hunt regardless. So to me, if it were me, if I was Dallas, I would trade Pickens for Crosby. And,
even up.
And
I'm not giving up a first round pick. And Ultra says it's going to take 2. Unless
I would give up one. Well, I would give up your 20th.
How about this? I think a fair. How about this? I don't think it's happening, but if I were to, like Pickens and 20, like you said, for Crosby and their second round pick. It'll be a high second. It'll be top of the second.
Yeah, like what, pick 36 or something like that?
Okay, so I would do that. Is that enough, Ultra? Probably not. Probably not. So, again.
Well, you know what you're getting with Crosby. With Pickens, you don't.
I know. I agree with that. You don't know how he's going to act with the money.
Are you so willing to downgrade on offense, though?
Well, that's why I said you got to tell me who my number 2. Why? If it's an let's say we go out and get Alec Pierce. I really like Alec Pierce, University of Cincinnati.
I like Alec Pierce too.
He's a tall guy, runs great routes. I think he'd be great, but he's not George Pickens.
You know, according to Mike Fisher, Rob,
that's not here long term.
I was going to say though, according to Mike Fisher, though, Rob, cap hell's a myth. Cowboys could literally have Crosby and Pickens on this team and pay all them and sign free agents.
You don't have
kick
enough
the can way down the road.
You don't have
cap space.
You're not giving up both of your first round.
No, I'm saying cap space. The Cowboys have enough to go out and sign a lot of people and kick the can way down the road.
But you don't have. You can't afford to keep Pickens and get Crosby. You could go get Hendrickson, who's a hell of a lot older. I think he's 4 years older than Crosby, 3 or 4 years older.
So you don't think that the Cowboys could afford to pay Pickens and Crosby at the same time on the cap?
Well, how are you going to trade for Crosby unless you give up both of your first rounders, and you're not going to do that? You can afford to pay him, but you can't afford to trade for him.
Me personally,
first round this year and the second round next year.
So me personally, I don't want to trade like all my chips for Crosby. Yeah, I'd probably rather sign a free agent pass rusher. Like a Hendrickson, like a Chubb. Like a Khalil. Give me Khalil Mack. I mean, shit.
I'd be willing to throw in also.
I'm not taking away from that D line. Nope.
Well, your D line gonna be mainly Kenny. It just depends. Like the 3-4 defense is so many things you can do in the 3-4 defense base. Like you can have Osa, you can have Quentin, you can have Kenny, you can line
and I think we're focused on the wrong things right now. I know we're focused on pass rushers, but this 3-4 defense, we need to focus on safety and linebackers. We need to focus on safety and linebackers on our defense. Our middle of our defense is weak at the linebacker position and the safety.
Well, you're also weak at edge too.
Yeah, we're weak at edge, but the thing about the Cowboys is but I'm just we're weak everywhere on defense. My biggest thing with the Cowboys is our biggest issue is I have a problem with us. We've been playing musical fucking chairs with safety and linebackers for a long time. I don't like that. I need guys that we're going to get and we're going to keep in there for a while.
Walk away. We've been playing musical chairs with D tackles too for a long time. D tackle and linebacker.
Now we're not going to do that no more. I want to be the team that has linebackers that stay here for 4 or 5 seasons, that has safeties that are here for 5, 6, 7 years. I just don't like getting guys that just man the fort. Oh, we got guys just to man the fort.
That means they need to draft Sonny Styles. Oh,
why would you need to draft Sonny Styles when you can go? Why would you go draft Sonny Styles when you can get Demario Davis, who is a better linebacker than Sonny Styles?
But you just said you want linebackers that's gonna be here for a while. He's older, so there's no longevity with him.
You could sign Demario Davis. You could sign Demario Davis and Quay Walker in free agency.
What do you guys think of Singleton out of Denver?
Quay Walker's young.
Let me grab the super chat.
If you're gonna do it like that, though, Wade, I'll take that. Quay Walker and Demario Davis. I'll take that.
Yeah, let me get to the super chat. Farm boy Mark Hutchinson, shout out to you, brother. Crosby is not worth it. He's on the downside. He was injured last year. I like Crosby. I don't see him leaving
Crosby
the Raiders
never really
at all. I don't, but
I got to address that. Go back and look at the games played. Go back and look at games played, Brian. Crosby hasn't missed too many games.
No,
he
has
hasn't.
not.
Not really been injured.
You can't.
Well, he was.
say,
I don't know what.
He was pissed when they sat him down last
you
year.
can't.
I don't know what people are saying. He's on the downward trend. He literally has not missed barely any games.
And injuries, and then turn around and say you don't want Crosby because he's injured. I would love to have Crosby, Dallas guy. Everybody forgets he's born right down the street. Went to, he's a Dallas kid. I just don't see him leaving Vegas. Why? I don't know. I just don't see it. I could be wrong.
You put Max Crosby with Quentin Williams and Kenny Clark. That's gonna be crazy.
Again, he put him.
You know what's more crazy, Lloyd? If you put Max Crosby with Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis.
Don't want to see that.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
But that's more realistic because we don't have as many holes to fill, and we have a lot of draft capital.
Yeah, but
if we don't re-sign Jalen Phillips, I mean that's a Howie kind of move to make.
Yeah, you could.
I mean, last year we tried to get Micah and kid out of Cleveland.
Yeah.
I mean, so Myles Garrett. I mean, so that's the move that we would try to make. I mean, if that's what Howie's trying to do, that plan B is just re-sign Phillips. But if Crosby falls through, we would go for Phillips. But I think we're going to make a move for Crosby.
I think one of the NFC North teams might too. I mean, they're desperate. I feel Detroit, Minnesota, all of them. They have draft capital up the yin yang too to trade for Crosby. Yeah,
I heard Detroit is in the mix for Max Crosby.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, same with Minnesota.
I think y'all are in a better position, Rob, to trade for Crosby. I think Cowboys, they value their first round picks.
Yeah,
I think
that.
They're going to want to draft. They're going to want to draft or trade and acquire more draft capital this draft.
Exactly.
That's why I just don't think Crosby's realistic. Yeah, it's probably more realistic for y'all.
Yeah, I agree.
Than us.
What's your thought on Mike Evans, guys? If any thoughts?
I mean, if we lost Pickens, I'd be okay with Mike Evans.
Well, similar
player. He's going to return back to Tampa Bay.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, they said they working on a deal for him to return back to Tampa Bay.
Okay. Well, he's a Dallas guy too. Went Texas A&M, played with Johnny Football, Mike Evans. I'm just saying, if you did pull off a deal for Crosby, for Pickens, me, I don't see that happening. That's why I kind of.
And here's the thing: I wouldn't be upset about that.
Yeah, probably, but I
wouldn't be upset about that though. If we traded Pickens for Crosby and we got their 36th pick and we gave him our 20th. First round, I'd be okay with it.
I agree with that, Walker. I agree with that all the way.
I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't lose sleep over it. I'd be like, okay, we got a good pass rusher. Go get another wide receiver.
I totally agree with you. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just telling you, I don't see it happening. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Just looking at some of the big free agents here. Let's just.
Would I be surprised if it happened? Yeah.
Let's look at wide receiver real quick because everybody's worried about if we do trade him. Okay.
Hey, I can see it happening if David Mulugeta pisses off Jerry.
Debo Samuel. Debo's out there now. Do we want Debo, Randy?
Oh man.
No, I don't want Debo.
Yeah, no,
I don't
thank you.
want Debo.
Terrible teammate too.
Yeah, I don't know him that way. How about Martin?
I like the name you mentioned, Alec Pierce from the Colts. I like him.
I like him.
Yeah, he's good.
So I don't know that he's a free agent though. Is he?
Yeah, I think he is. He will be a free agent.
Yeah, he's 26 years old out of the Colts. I like him. They didn't rank this as far as high to low. They just put all the names. There's a lot of wide receivers out there. So to Rob's point, there's a lot of. I mean, I could name every name, but Juwan Jennings, Niners, had a hell of a year.
He said he's walking.
Really?
He said he's leaving. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Juwan Jennings had a beast of a year. Without him,
unless they franchise him.
Yeah.
True. I just don't think the Niners would want to do that. They both.
Jahan Dotson's free. Zay Jones is free.
Beside him.
Wandell Robinson is only 25 years old. Wandell.
He wants a lot of money, I heard too.
Yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, no thanks.
Alec Pierce, that's the name I really like. I really like Alec Pierce. Again, if you're telling me that we're getting Alec Pierce, then yes, I would be willing to let him go. Absolutely. I just don't see them doing it. I think they're gonna franchise him this week, and then okay, so now what? So you're gonna trade him? Okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, but I need to get Alec Pierce, and then that would be a thing to happen at the draft because the franchise will still be there, right? Rob Pickens won't be showing up to nothing if he's franchised. He'll be a no show to every offseason. Like you'll see him at training camp, maybe. So that's what that would be. I like Alec Pierce, so I wouldn't be horrible with that. If you're telling me, I don't know that does it. If you're telling me we trade 20 and Pickens,
this is going to sound kind of blasphemous, Brian.
Go ahead.
Cowboys Nations are going to get pissed. Cowboys Nation may get pissed at me. You said that they like Pickens a little bit more than CeeDee Lamb right now.
Mark is going to crucify you if he hears you talking like this.
They like CeeDee Lamb. They like Pickens a little more than CeeDee Lamb right now.
Right now, Mark is
That's crazy, man.
I'd be okay with trading old CeeDee Lamb for old Pickens. I mean, CeeDee Lamb for old Crosby.
That's a no-brainer, dude. I would give up. I would give
up Lamb, dude. And I'm gonna say this: Lamb's getting a little bit soft lately. He's getting a little bit of the injury bug the last few years.
Those dropsies, man. I'd be worried about his drops.
So you'll keep Pickens over Lamb?
I would.
I would not.
At this current point.
Well, yeah, behavior issues. Yeah,
CeeDee Lamb can't stay healthy.
I'd rather just trade Pickens. We've already seen Lamb have unbelievable seasons without Pickens. Have we seen Pickens have unbelievable?
We've seen him been injured the last 2 seasons.
Have we seen Pickens have unbelievable seasons without Lamb? Yes, multiple seasons. Yes. In Pittsburgh, he was ass. So much so that we were all told what a head case and what a joke of a trade by giving up a third-round pick.
But that
CeeDee Lamb over here dropping game-winning passes against the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all remember that
For
shit?
now, until he gets paid.
That's true. That's my concern. My concern is that.
I don't know.
CeeDee Lamb can run every route tree on
I agree with Lloyd. I just made a comment that they were trying to downplay how much they love Pickens because of what he brings just athletically to the table that CeeDee doesn't necessarily do. CeeDee runs great routes. CeeDee, Pickens will just jump up. You saw Eagles were in great position on that ball. And that
Pickens is just running slants and go routes. Like
I don't think you could go wrong with either one.
It's a good problem to have. Let's put it that way.
It's a good problem. You can't go wrong with either.
And I don't want to go back to signing T.Y. Hilton's. You know what I mean? I want our receiver to be Brandon Cooks or you know what I mean? I want to
I would go down draft a wide receiver. There's some pretty decent ones.
Yeah, Mekhi
There's some decent ones. There's some decent ones. I like Tyson too out of ASU.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, he's solid too. I like Tyson
Pickens
as well.
didn't have a quarterback in Pittsburgh either, says Mark Hudson.
Very true.
You're right. You are right, but those are the facts. Well, my thing is that this is a multi-level process. Free agency is getting ready to.
XR, CeeDee Lamb's got the injury bug.
Stop you and your injury bug. Just worry about taking that penicillin.
I think your third for Pickens last year was pretty much your investment. To get your return on your investment, and I would trade him high right now after a great season.
I agree with
that. I would
that.
Give 20 and Pickens.
Ultra swears we're trading him. I mean, he swears we're trading him.
Look, and I said, I wouldn't. If they traded Pickens, I wouldn't be upset if we got Crosby.
Didn't we hear Jerry and Steven say we want Micah here, and then what did they end up doing?
Right.
Well, they traded his ass.
So
that's because Dave Mulugeta, Jerry hates him.
Lloyd's not there.
Jerry hates Dave Mulugeta.
Jerry hates.
I said, how do we know what's true and what's not true? Hey, Drew, what's up? Hey, Fly Parks. How do we know what's not true, right? We heard last year Mike is a part of the future. We want Micah here, and then they traded his ass. Right. How do we know what's not true, That's the thing.
We know for a fact that Jerry hates Dave Mulugeta. That's a fact. There ain't no guessing that.
Yeah, you might be right. You guys may be right, and we may be getting ready to trade George Pickens.
There ain't no guessing that. And that's what Brian Broaddus was saying. Even Dan Cilio was saying Michael Irvin told him Jerry effing hates Dave Mulugeta. Don't be surprised if Jerry gets pissed off and does some stupid shit and trade Pickens just because
they do that too. What happens at that point is the agents will drive up the price on Dallas to say either you're going to pay him this or you're going to ship him out.
Right. What's up, Hamid? What's up, Drew? I like Reed, but we could upgrade in that position.
Just saying.
Jimbo,
I ain't putting past my owner. I ain't putting nothing past Jerry.
And the
I'm
thing,
just
like
sitting
what
here
you
saying.
said, Wade, I mean, what I agree with is the fact that Pickens, you don't know how he's going to act after he gets his contract. But what Crosby's class act, dude. Like, to me, I would get rid of – that's what made the Patriots so successful is they traded a player when their stock was high. And the return on their investment
lineman,
was
remember?
good.
You can't trade offensive linemen, and they did it.
Well, they were also really good at getting wide receivers that were discarded by other teams. Like they got Amendola, who was discarded by us. They got Moss, who was basically Randy Moss was discarded by who was he with the Raiders at the time? I mean they got discarded like great wide receivers that teams didn't want to put up with. So.
Yeah, that's what made Patriots so good is they traded their players a year early to get a peak investment or return. That's what I would do with Pickens. Is you got a 3. If you can go out and get an elite pass rusher like Crosby.
Now you got me thinking, Rob. Now you got me thinking that they might actually do that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what you're getting with Crosby.
No, I don't know about Crosby, but just trading him. Yeah, I mean, Now,
we didn't think they would trade Micah. That blew it. That shocked everyone.
My question to you is, if you are the Raiders, what would you want more in a weak draft? Right? We heard after the first few picks. I mean, listen, after 5 guys that aren't named Downs, Bain, Bailey, Mendoza, maybe a couple linemen. After that. You're getting the same player at 15 that you're going to get at 40, right? It's really just what do you like, right?
What they want is they want an elite wide receiver to complement Mendoza. So to me, I think they would take Pickens in the 20th pick for Crosby.
And then
they need to make Mendoza successful. And if you draft him,
all right, so what if I told you because they only have the 1 first-round pick, right? Let me look.
Right.
I don't know. I'm going to look here. Let me just look and see here.
I wouldn't give Pickens in the number 20. I wouldn't do that. That's too damn much. I know Crosby's a good player, but if Pickens balls out this year, then his stock is gonna rise. So I just wouldn't do that.
Did you say that Pickens stocks is going to rise even after this last year?
I don't think he can get any higher than this right now.
What I'm saying is, say if he plays the same game this next year, I think we can get a 1 out of him.
You're not going to get the same production out of him if CeeDee Lamb is healthy.
Well, I agree, but at the same time,
this will be his peak year, the one that he just had, in my opinion.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know, but I just think giving him a 20th pick is too much. He's 4 years younger than Crosby. I know Crosby's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes you got to weigh the options of how long is he going to be with us and how long is Pickens going to be with us.
Well,
when you have an offense that's top notch, you don't take away from that offense.
You got a 3-year window, basically.
Right. Well, how long is Dak going to be with you? Or what if Dak goes down? Then what?
At least
we got about three more. We got about 3 more campaigns.
But the thing is, Randy, is that Pickens is a dependent position where Crosby's not.
Right.
So if Dak goes down and your backup goes in there and plays like shit, then you're paying 2 wide receivers all this money and you're not getting good production out of them. Like Jefferson up in Minnesota, where Crosby
Randy,
is not
I'm
a
actually getting
position.
talked into this, Randy.
Randy, our offense is going to flow regardless whether Pickens is there or not. As long as CD Lamb stays healthy,
and
we get another wide receiver.
Right.
We get another wide receiver. We're going to stay flowing on offense. The issue is our defense was one of the worst in franchise history by the numbers last year.
Hit the like button for me, please, before we get out of here. Thank you.
Our offense was number 1 in the NFL. You could argue, oh, they sucked in the red zone. They were still number 1 in the NFL regardless. I don't see that dropping off much if you lose Pickens, but the defense is a glaring – when you're giving up historically franchise bad numbers, you got to do something about it.
So let me go around the room then. Let me go around the room here then. So, Randy, let me start with you because I do got to get out of here. So we're just going to put it out there since Rob had to bring it up.
I'm sorry, man.
No, I'm playing with you.
No, trust me, I would love to keep Pickens though, Randy. Trust me.
We had been talking about it, but like we're hearing a lot of Trey Hendrickson. So I don't think it's going to happen, but let's just say that's all fool's gold, and there's going to be a market for Hendrickson, and you're going to have to overpay, and you only have to pay a few more million to get Crosby. So Randy, let's just say that that's the trade. Let's say we have to throw him a pick next year, whatever, like a 4th or a 5th next year. But a Crosby and 20, Pickens and 20 for Crosby and 36 and a future pick. Would you do it, knowing that you would be getting Max Crosby?
As long as I can get 30, I don't know. I don't
remember,
like
we have 12, and odds are, if I told you that we got Mekhi Lemon, let's say we went out in free agency and we got, let's say we got, now that we don't have to worry about an edge because, we're getting ready to do this trade, right? Free agency, let's say we go out and get whoever you like. Let's say Quay Walker and, DeMario Davis, whoever, Bobby Wagner. Let's just say you get 2, like a young stud and an older guy or whoever you want. Let's say we get 2 linebackers, one expensive, one not expensive. Let's say we go out and you sign a corner. Maybe you bring in Reed Blankenship, right? And then at 12, right? And then you do the Max Crosby. Well, now at 12, now you have 36, right? You could you sign one linebacker and you could get your safety. If Downs is there, obviously you're taking Downs, but you could get a safety at 36. You could trade for a safety. That does make a lot of sense. It does make a lot of sense because you would be selling high. You literally just for once we would and we would get a 2nd round pick. I think that's.
I was gonna say we also need to factor in locker room morale, like into this. I know we're not thinking about that, but how's the locker room gonna?
In Crosby.
Exactly. But how's the locker room going to feel about trading Pickens?
I just don't know the full guarantee. I don't know the full compensation and what they would want. I think I would love to do
the thing that I think it's going to turn a lot of the fans off if we do that.
How about if I told I don't know that it will though. Randy, what if I just said the Pickens for Crosby? No picks, just Pickens for Crosby. Like, would you do that?
Oh, I would do that.
And let's say
because then we still have our 2 first round
number
picks.
2. Yeah, let's say we got to give them a number 2 next year. Again,
no, I'm not giving any more than that up.
They're saying it's going to cost you the Micah deal, which is 2 ones. But we're also giving you. I don't give a shit what we paid last year for George Pickens. Bottom line is he's making $38 million annually. You're telling me that's almost Jamar Chase. That's what you're telling me.
So, yeah, and Randy, what if Dave Mulugeta comes to you, you're Jerry, and he's obviously doesn't like you. You don't like each other.
Farm boy?
He tells you, I'm not taking under $40 million a year.
Thank you, Mark.
Pickens. What are you going to do?
I'm not paying Pickens 40. I'm not paying Pickens 40.
Okay, you got 2 options
then
now,
I look
trade
for a
or
trade.
franchise.
So now you get Max
I look for a trade.
How you like that? I would
I know
rather
damn well
not give up.
I ain't paying Pickens $40 million. I'll tell you that shit.
I would rather not give up nothing because if Mekhi Lemon's there at 12, you trade Pickens and you pick up Lemon, and we're rolling fat.
I like I like that. And then we got Crosby. I'm okay with
But
that.
I
And then we
just
got the
don't know.
30 something. Yeah.
I don't
You're
know
gonna have
what
to
they're
give up
going to
that
want.
20th and Pickens for Crosby.
But
They
my
won't
thing
swap
is,
straight
Rob,
up.
like you're going to pay Pickens almost $40 million. That's
Right,
what
right.
Mulligetta. So,
Right.
you know,
And
I just don't know that's the whole thing. I don't know that I would do that.
invest in
I
your
might.
defense. Put
I
that
might.
money in your defense and go out and get a cheaper free agent like Rashid Shaheed's a free
Right.
agent, Christian Kirk, Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, there's a
Khalil
lot
You
of
could
them. I
literally,
didn't
you
know
could,
any
you
red
could
ones
lit-
I
literally
liked.
sign,
Yeah.
you could literally sign Khalil Mack and Trey Hendrickson for what you'll sign Pickens for.
Right. Invest in your defense. Your offense. If Dak is the guy, then he could elevate
Dude, how
Rashid
upset
Shaheed.
Randy is Dak going to be? He already said, I'll have to get involved about the Pickens. And they say, yeah, we're trading
He
him
will
too.
be pissed off. And you're going to also
There's something
piss off
weird about
the other
Pickens.
receiver too, because they're
B
close
Dunk
too.
says
So
we could do both.
If I was
He's
Stephen
not
Jones,
always
I would
injured,
tell
Drew.
Dak,
He's only been
I'll tell
injured
Dak,
last year,
shut the
buddy.
fuck up. I'm paying you $70 million.
Yeah, well,
Get over it.
I think
Get
they
over
would.
it.
I don't think they're worried word one about what he thinks.
I'd
But
be
Drew,
like, all right,
Hendrickson
Dak,
was hardly
all
ever
right,
injured.
Dak,
You're
you
highest paid.
want to keep Pickens,
Year and a
Dak?
half.
Take a pay cut. Take a pay
Exactly.
cut.
Yeah, I don't
Dak.
think
Then
they
you
care
pay
what
him,
Dak
Dak.
thinks.
Yeah, Drew, I
How
read
about
off
you
his...
take? How about you take a $15 million pay cut,
Yeah,
Dak?
Exactly.
How about
Drew,
that?
I read off Hendrickson. He's only been injured the last year and a half. I get it. He's getting near 30, but he's had multiple full seasons played. So I read off his stats. Just go check it out. He had the core muscle injury last year. That's kind of nasty. So they call it the old sports hernia. So I don't know.
That's when you look at Dak and you tell him, look, we need you to quit looking like a deer in the headlights, dick in the mouth in the playoff, Dak. That's what we need you to stop doing.
Dick in the mouth.
one other thing. I want to say one other thing. We go out and sign Chubb, right?
Hit the lot.
All right. We draft an edge. We don't give up no picks, and we keep Pickens. Then you got your offense flowing, and you got somewhat good on defense. If we just can make this defense from 32nd to 15, maybe by getting 3 players in free agency and 2 players in the draft, I think we're going to be okay.
Well,
Yeah.
Randy, what if your defensive end that you draft in the first round is a bust?
Well, I'm not going to. The only
Exactly,
defensive
Fly
end I'm going
Parks.
to draft in the first round is if Baines drops or somebody like that. But
Yeah, B-Dunk.
I'm taking a defensive back and a safety in the first round if I have to.
I would invest in your defense and get a solid player like Crosby and get rid of Pickens and sign a free agent wide receiver or a draft early.
We have the money. It would make more sense to trade for a Pro Bowl cornerback for Kansas City or trade for a starting safety from the Miami Dolphins and get a couple of picks than relying on rookies to hopefully develop like we always do. Give me guys who are going to come in here and kick ass immediately. I ain't got time for a bad time. Dak's got about 2-3 years left. I need to get this shit done now.
Well with you, bro.
I need to get this shit done now.
That chicken.
But you
ain't
know
sitting
what?
well.
We talk about players. We don't know if Dallas likes them. That's the
I don't give a
problem
damn.
here.
Who does not like Crosby?
Well, I'm
That
just
dude
saying.
is a-
I'm not.
a
I'm
solid
not
Listen.
saying Crosby in general. I'm
I
talking
would
about
say-
our own.
He's talking more draft.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
If I'm no. If I'm
Hold up,
Christian
Dak
Parker, I'm
loved,
up in that office
Tolbert.
pounding the table. Give me
Yeah,
better
he
play.
did.
Dak loved Tolbert, so Dak don't have a say. No. All right, listen, I got shit
Dak's
I
got
got
a
to do,
say in a
everybody.
pay cut. I'll tell you that.
Everybody, please hit the like button for me. Lloyd, you got anything going on tonight? Anything
Yeah, Lloyd, I was just going to ask you that.
anything
Yeah,
going on?
I'm planning on going live at 4:00. So yeah.
All right, 4:00. Go check
Eastern?
out the Next Level Sports
Lloyd,
Lounge.
4:00 Eastern? Is that are you in
Central.
Central. So
I'm in
Central?
Texas.
3
Yeah, I'm in
o'clock.
Texas.
3
Okay,
o'clock.
cool.
3
I was
o'clock.
gonna jump on last night, but man, I'm old, bro. I'm sleeping
Yeah,
by
I
that
hear
time
you,
you were
bro.
on last night.
All right, everybody. Please hit the like for me. We are out of here. I got to go do a couple things. There was a good spirited conversation. We didn't get to everything. I am going to set up another a draft thing. Drew, I'll hit you up, or Rob, if you guys want to be involved in it. Randy, whoever, like another mock draft. We'll do it one night this week. I did talk to Pizzle. He's laying. He has got a lot going on in his family. So, he's stepping away for a while. I have a feeling he'll be back, but well, who knows? But I wished him well. I thanked him for showing love. And listen, at the end of the day, like I did
Second Giants start kicking ass, he will come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, but I told Pizzle, and this is no lie. This is no lie, because I coached my youngest son from the age of 5 to the age of 13-ish through Little League, through travel ball, and those emotions and time. That was the best that's the best time of my life, is going on in tournaments in Tennessee and all over the place. It was a blast. I told him to enjoy it. Oh, Rob A, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Second Giants are like 7 or 8-0. Pizzle's gonna make a video. It's gonna come out of nowhere. It's gonna happen.
And that's true. And he may be back before, but he just needs time. He has his baby doll is playing sports too. So listen, he was never in it. He's not the type of guy. He's definitely not in it for the money. He doesn't even take super chats, if you notice. So he doesn't. He just puts up his. He puts up his. The PayPal and stuff. So. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Thanks, Rob. Thank you, everybody in the house. Go check out Lloyd at 4 o'clock. You'll see some videos, not lives. I'm going to upload a couple of videos in the next few days, so stay tuned, but you'll see me. Late. Have a good one.
Later.
Later.
Have a good one.
Later. See you, Ward.
Later, guys.
Later.
Later.